I'm down here in Iowa today. We're digging the ground to plant the food plots. It's pretty wet. We had a bunch of rain the last few days, so we don't know if we're actually going to get it in the ground because the dirt's plenty wet. It'll stick together. So we're going to till it up, see if it'll dry out enough to get some seed in the ground, or we're going to have to come back later this week. I applied for an Iowa tag this year, so I should get drawn. I have 3 preference points. There's like an 80% chance of getting drawn with 1 preference point. Dad's back there with the tractor. He's helping us out today. You guys saw us spray last week, or the week before. You guys saw us spray 2 weeks ago. We killed a lot of stuff here. I would say we're probably pushing like a ½ acre. There's this plot that goes around the corner. It's kind of J-shaped. There's a little plot behind the camera here, and then out on the edge of the field there's another small plot out there that we're going to try to dig and get it all prepped so we can put some seed in the ground. I realize I haven't been talking too much today. I've been doing a lot of B-roll stuff. So we got these food plots planted. This is the big one. It goes there and around the corner to the other side. And then we're waiting for the food plot dirt to dry out. And this stuff that's in the sun, I think it's gonna be ready. We thought maybe it wasn't gonna be ready till later this week, but I want to get in the ground because I'm here. I don't want it. My dad would have to come back and help Garrett, but not a big deal. This ground is working extremely well. I think that it's going to be a little acidic, so we're going to have to put some lime on it and try to neutralize that, but we'll see. We should have tested the soil, but we hadn't. This was kind of like a last minute thing where I come down here. My dad doesn't get to hunt down here because I'm married into family down here in Iowa. Garrett has a tree stand right behind us, and there's a field edge right here about 10 yards to my right. You can see the food plots back there that my dad's working on. These trees that I'm standing in are really thick, and Garrett said in the past the deer have come through here right under the tree stand, but there's a nice trail out there at about 10 or 12 yards we want them to use. So what I'm doing is I'm chopping down some of these trees, and I'm stacking them in kind of a fence so that the deer can't come through here. So we're going to make them go that way, and then we'll cut a lane, and then we'll be able to shoot them over there and set it right under the tree. And it doesn't take much. If you're going to trim stuff down, you can just throw it in a pile somewhere. Anything that really they don't like to trip on stuff, so anything that you can throw in there will slow them down. And in this case, I'm probably going to build about a shoulder high thing across here so they don't jump it, and maybe 3 feet wide, so they really can't get through here. We really want them to come into the food plot and either go on that trail, or there's a good hole in the fence here they can cross so they can go out in the field and eat the corn or whatnot this fall. The soil's not quite ideal, but I think it's dry enough to put some seed in the ground. We're gonna try it out in this big plot. Garrett drug it one time to get all the big bumps out. Still not that great, but it's okay. We made an adjustment to the drag, so that should be better on the next ones. He's doing the other small two right now, and then the last one my dad's still tilling, so when I'm done, we're hopefully gonna be able to kind of roll out and get all this in, and then hopefully it'll grow with the moisture that's in the ground. And it's supposed to rain next week sometime, which is kind of a long time for the seed to sit in the ground without any water, but it should be okay. So I'm gonna get to spread in here. We're gonna do some chicory and some clover mix is what I got, so we'll see. Right now you can see it's pretty shaded, but earlier and later more sun comes in here, so hopefully there's enough sun during the day to actually get this stuff to grow. And then there's gonna be monster bucks in here for sure this fall, and we're gonna be right on top of them. So let's get to planting some seed. The soil worked out to be, I don't know, it's pretty dry now. I think it's gonna work out actually really great. The little bit of moisture in there will be cool, help it germinate and get up, and hopefully Garrett will have some pictures of when it germinates next week. I'll be around, but I got a bunch of weddings coming up. So it's all drugged, this is all in. We didn't have enough seed. We have probably a quarter of what we planted left, so I didn't realize how big it was. You know, when you're driving around with the four-wheeler spraying, you don't realize how big it is because you can't see it opened up. Now when it's here and open up, it's like, oh my gosh, that's really cool and big. And you know, I didn't bring enough seed, so Garrett's gonna have to go get some seed and finish planting what we didn't get planted, and he's gonna spread it and drag it, and then we should be good to go. We need a little squirt of rain and let it grow, and get some trail cameras out here. There's some big bucks around here. Garrett doesn't have any pictures or video of them, but he's seen them. So we're gonna get after them this fall. It's gonna be really good. There's a lot of scrape trees like that one. It's gonna be awesome.